नावापुढे डॉक्टर नाही केलं.
केलं केलं.
केलं केलं. Hello everyone, this is Dr. Pranali, me again, and today I welcome my friends Dr. Mansi and Dr. Purva. Firstly, I congratulate both of you for acing the FMGE 2024 exam. And let me give a brief about today's video. So this video will be focusing on the journey of our two guests. And also many of our juniors are asking and having doubts कि दीदी कौन सा coaching join करे, confusion हो रहा है. So in today's video, we'll be also focusing on Arise Delhi Coaching Institute, since our guests have joined the same institute, and we'll be asking them regarding the same institute also, so that we can have a brief information regarding that. Now I request both of you to introduce yourselves.
Myself, Dr. Purva, and I'm from Ahmednagar, Maharashtra. I have scored 156 marks in the very first attempt of FMGE 2024.
Hello everyone, this is Dr. Mansi Kotekar. I have recently cleared my FMG in my very first attempt with 186 marks. I have done my MBBS in International Higher School of Medicine, Bishkek, and I would like to thank you, Pranali, for having us today here. And I hope this video adds a value to all the viewers in their FMG preparation. And very glad to be here. Thank you.
Thank you, Mansi. And we'll start with the questions now. So first question is, let us know about your 5 years journey, also 6 months of preparation of FMG exam, and also how are you feeling after cracking the same?
5 years journey, I would say, was very chill as compared to the last 6 months, which we have been studying. That's what I feel. I personally started my preparation from the second year of my MBBS, when we had the COVID vacations. And then the last 6 months, I have been doing my FMG preparation from Arise Delhi. And I was there for the offline classes. I stayed there in their hostel itself, and I joined the class in July till January actually. And post examination feeling, I think it feels surreal because till now I haven't processed it. कि हो गया है अभी exam. I have done it. Uh, for me, like after the day after exam, I woke up, I packed my bag, and I was about to leave for the library because that was the schedule for last 6 months. And then I remembered that okay, exam हो गया है अब कल मैं एग्जाम दे के आ चुकी हूँ तो अभी आज मैं सो सकती हूँ आराम से. So I think it will take a while to process at least till the internship starts. So I think yeah, that was my experience.
Mine was like 6 months were difficult, experimental, full of struggle, but the journey of 5 years MBBS in Bishkek was very smooth. And I have started studying for FMG exam from the last year, like fifth year of my college. And the 6 months were serious. Means I had given my 100% and best in the last 6 months of my journey. And now to say about the preparation, I have started seriously studying from the last year only, and I have attended the MCA classes that our college conducted in the district, and there I have prepared some small subjects, and I myself also studied from plate ladder simultaneously along with the MCA classes, and that's how I prepared. And to say about the result, it hits different to see pass in front of your roll number. Literally, I mean, I was shaking, I was crying when I saw the pass in front of my roll number, and the proud feeling that you see in your parents' eyes is different. I mean, it feels big.
Seeing our parents proud is the first dream of all. Moving on to our next question. So which coaching did you join for this FMG exam for the last 6 months, and where did you stay, and what was the life there?
Okay, so I chose Arise Delhi offline batch for my 6 months of preparation. I didn't want it to take a risk, frankly speaking. I just want to pass in the very first attempt. So I thought of joining Arise and I asked my seniors also to they also took note of this. And they also suggested that we should join the offline batch because we get a track. Basically, we get a track how to prepare, what not to prepare, what mistakes that we can avoid. And talking about the life of Saket, obviously it's not the same as mistake. It's difficult. The life of Saket is difficult actually. I stayed at the hostel of the classes only, and it was good. Overall, it was good, but we have to face many struggles at the hostel basically. The classes.
I completely agree with Purva. I used to stay with her only in the hostel. And in Delhi, I also joined Arise Medical Academy in New Delhi, which is in Saidullah Jab. So they told us that it is in Saket. So for re some reason, I searched for Saket, and Saket is a really nice area, like malls and everything. So I made my mindset that okay, we are living in some fancy area. But when we reached at the railway station, the taxi driver he said that it's not Saket, it's Saidullah Jab. थोड़ा सा आगे है साकेत से. तो हमने बोला चलो भैया ले चलो. And the first thing which I remember when I entered Saidullah Jab was a huge garbage pile with all the beautiful smell. So that's my core memory of the first day of Saket, like Saidullah Jab. And life over there, I would say that it was a bit tougher for me because in hostel I used to live alone in my room. So sometimes in the initial days I felt a bit loneliness, but then after few months it was okay. Academically, Arise is nice. I would recommend it for the juniors. But for the stay, I think there are a few ups and downs in the hostel. We have some problems and all, but overall, academically, Arise is good, I feel.
Yeah, definitely. If you have to achieve something, we'll have to like face some struggles also. And the next question, which is most frequently asked by our juniors, are what were the faculties of Arise Delhi coaching? Also, which of them are best? Like which subject of that coaching which are taught are strong, we can say.
For me, I think the faculty was really nice, not just one subject for every subject. For me, it was easier because the MCA classes which we attended in Bishkek, they had the same faculty which we had in Arise. So we had the same notes, we had the same faculty. So it was easier for us to revise. It took less time, less effort for us to study. And also they have some faculties from Prep Ladder. So I did my study for the last 4 years from Prep Ladder. So I had those teachers also. So it was easier for me to revise those notes as well. I would say we had Prasannavi sir, we had Azam sir, we had Nadim sir, Priyansh Jain sir, hats off to him. So there were pretty good faculties who made, I think medicine I would rate number one because most of the students they feel difficulty in medicine. So Priyansh Jain sir, he did a pretty well job doing that. So yeah.
Faculty of Arise Delhi, amazing. I mean, the teachers of the main subjects were hats off. Like first we said Prasanna sir, Priyansh Ben sir, Azam sir, Salman sir, Raju sir for ENT. He was a motivational speaker for us. He supported us throughout the 6 months journey. And Priyansh sir is the best. I would say that Rajiv sir, Priyansh sir, Prasanna sir, Ritesh sir for surgery. I I thought that they were the best.
Like the entire team of Arise were pretty good. They were supportive.
So moving on to our next question, mostly we know that we have also attended the offline classes when we were in college, MCI classes, and they were also run by the same coaching, Arise. So what do you feel? What were the differences between the MCI classes which were held in Bishkek and the MCI classes Delhi, Arise Delhi?
I feel the difference between the classes at Bishkek and classes in Delhi is in the content. The content was a bit extra in Delhi, and it was not that much in Bishkek. And the difference was in the interaction between teacher and student. It was more in the offline classes that I attended in the Delhi and not in the mistake. And teacher, we can ask as many questions as we want to the teachers in Delhi. Like Bishkek, the time was limited, and there were many students to conduct the class, so the interaction was not that possible. Baki, so it's all was the same overall.
For me, I guess it was change of faculties. Two, three faculties had changed. For example, for ophthalmology, we had Shashwat Rai sir in Bishkek, but here we had Sudha ma'am. So some faculties changed here and there, but overall, I feel the content, the teachers, the notes were pretty concise, well versed, And in I think in Delhi we were bit serious than in Bishkek. In Bishkek, I personally took MCA classes, but in Delhi, I don't think I took off a single day. I was there every day. And I think same with teachers also. The interaction was good. We got the opportunities to ask questions also, as was said. And in offline classes, we have more impact. So I think for juniors who are asking me what to do if online classes or offline classes, I would definitely recommend offline classes because the environment is different. The people with whom we study are different. घर पे वैसा नहीं होता है. घर पे मन लगे सो जाओ, मन लगे टीवी देखो ऐसा. दिल्ली में we were focused for 6 months. So I feel offline classes are good.
Next question is, what were your classes schedules? Also, the duration of the classes, like in 6 months, how many months, how many months did it take to totally complete the syllabus once? Also, your personal time management in the same and revision time, and also regarding the MCQ practicing.
So the timetable of classes, it actually depended on the faculty. For major subjects, we had more time than the minor subjects. The class would approximately start by 9:30, and it would take till 7:30 p.m. In the night, in the evening. So my schedule was that if the class ends by 7:30, I used to take a small chai break of half an hour just to wind up the day. And then I used to go to the library. I enrolled in the same library of Arise. Like Arise has classes, and opposite to that, we have their library as well. So I joined that library only. So it saved my time because after class, I have no need to travel to some other place and go to that library. I had the Arise library itself. Then by 7:30 till 9:30, I had my one session, and then we used to go back to the hostel by 9:30 to have dinner. And then after that, sometimes we used to come back and sit till 11:30, 12, or sometimes we used to sit in our hostels only. But I tried that most of the time, whatever is taught in the class, I complete it on the same day before sleeping. That I tried. For minor subjects, I was able to achieve it. But for the major subjects, like some points here and there, obviously they were left. So what I used to do, I used to wake up early by I think 5:30. By six I was in Arise every day. So from 6 to 8:30, I had another session in the morning. So in that session, I used to read whatever remaining of the last, and I used to try and solve MCQs. I think for juniors, I would recommend that start solving MCQs from now onwards only because it is important to know that whether or not you are able to implement your knowledge while solving MCQ because at the end of the day, the exam is all about MCQs. So I feel that. And for the MCQ solving thing, I think I had my own hierarchy. I used to first solve FMG solution because FMG solution is well segregated, I feel. We have topics and we have subtopics, and we can solve MCQs of those particular topics also. Then I used to solve MCQs from PrepLadder, from the Arise app which we had, and from the some Telegram groups also, but the authentic ones which were there of the faculty itself. I think that whenever you're solving MCQs, please stick to your basic knowledge. If you feel that the answer is wrong, you can anyway ask to the faculty. And I used to solve MCQs on the same day because if I had any doubt, I can already ask the faculty who were there.
Schedule and arrive daily was a bit tight, I would say. Like Mansi said, we had classes from morning up till evening and few breaks in between for us to get freshened up. They have started with basic subjects like physio and biochemistry, and then they took the major subjects like surgery, medicine, OBGYN, and they also had the schedule for the test. Means they used to take the test after finishing of the subject itself, and after 2 to 3 subjects gets over, they also used to take their combined test for us. And what I used to do at the end of the day that I used to revise the content itself at last in the end of the day. Sometimes I was able to do it, and sometimes I wasn't. And then I used to continue or revise that again the next morning. And I solved MCQs from the similarly from the FMG solution and then prep ladder. I also used Barrow for to solve the MCQs, and like Mansi said, some Telegram groups where just used to post the MCQs and we used to solve them. Uh, that's all. I mean, the schedule was tight actually.
Okay, so moving on to our next question. What are the plus points of Arise Academy since you have attended both in Bishkek and also in Delhi? And do you feel कि कोई ड्रॉबैक थे इन चीजों में? तो प्लस पॉइंट्स तो ऑलरेडी वी हैव गॉट वन की अराइज की खुद की लाइब्रेरी भी है. Most of the coachings don't have. So we can say that that is one of the plus point that Arise is also providing library of its own. So what are the other plus points और कुछ drawbacks भी होंगे आपके हिसाब से, आपके एक्सपीरियंस के हिसाब से?
Thing was that I got a track for preparation. Means I did not wasted my time in planning the day or planning the schedule. They gave a schedule and I followed that schedule. I only had my timetable in the last 2 months where we didn't have classes. Means we used to sit in the library for the whole day and we used to revise our things, the content, and we used to solve the MCQs. For me, the benefit was that the faculty of the subjects I prepared from Straight Ladder in the Bishkek list, and the faculty in the RISE was similar for the major subjects like surgery, OBGY was the faculty was the same, and the schedule that the Arise team gave helped a lot throughout this journey. The tests of the subjects that they means they combine to 3 to 4 subjects test, and or the subject wise test also helped a lot. And the GTs that they used to take on the Arise app also helped us to clear the basics, to tackle the question, how to solve the question, and they on their app they also had the explanation of the question. And why means we understand the concept there itself while solving the questions, and we also had the interaction with teacher very easily. Like the teachers used to stay there, they used to solve our problems, they used to solve our questions also, and they used to push the students, motivate them, make them feel that this all the struggle is gonna be worth one day, and solving their problems. They used to make students understand the concept as many times as the students want, and they used to make the students feel better. That was the plus point. And the drawback, I feel some students can take time management as a drawback because doing a whole day classes and then revising the content itself for small subjects, so it was easy. But for major subjects, it gets difficult because the content is vast and the content is very long. So it wasn't उसी दिन पे पूरा सब revise करना was not possible. But at last, there are 19 subjects, and covering 19 subjects in 6 months is a task for everybody. So we have to adapt the environment. We ourselves have to manage the time or revise as much as possible and revise the content the day itself. And some students can take the area and the environment of Saket, like Saidullah job, a bit problematic, and it affects most of the students because it affected me also. But my motto was clear that what I had to do, so I managed throughout all that. So else everything was good. I mean, there was not such a drawback to see.
I feel the same as Purva said. The reason why I joined Arise was because of the same faculties and the same notes. It benefited me in the way that it took less time and less effort, and I would able to achieve multiple revisions. So in my personal experience, कोई फायदा नहीं है अगर एक सब्जेक्ट के लिए आप 4 सोर्सेस यूज कर रहे हो, बट अगर आप एक ही सोर्स 4 बार पढ़ रहे हो, दैट विल 100% बेनिफिट यू. सो सेम सोर्स से अगर आप पढ़ते रहोगे तो दैट वुड बेनिफिट यू डेफिनेटली. कोई टीचर्स मतलब 2-3 टीचर्स ऐसे थे जिनके क्लासेस मैंने खुद अटेंड नहीं किए थे अराइज में, बिकॉज आई ऑलरेडी हैड दैट सब्जेक्ट डन इन बिश्केक इटसेल्फ. फॉर एग्जांपल पैथो मैंने प्रीति मैम से किया था, एंड एज पूर्वा सेड वी गॉट द टाइम टेबल ऑफ द एंटायर मंथ बिफोर हैंड. सो हम अपना खुद का कस्टमाइज टाइम टेबल भी बना सकते थे उसको देख के. सो फॉर पैथो दे हैड अलॉटेड अस 5 days. सो मैंने पहले अपना एनालाइज किया कि 5 दिन में मेरा पैथो का कंटेंट कंप्लीट होगा या नहीं विथ एमसीक्यूज, बिकॉज एक दिन छोड़ के मुझे टेस्ट भी देना था पैथो के लिए. जो अराइज वो करती थी, कंडक्ट करती थी। तो यू शुड एनालाइज दैट बाय योरसेल्फ। आई फील दैट अगर आप बिश्केक में, जरूरी नहीं है, बहुत सारे स्टूडेंट्स पूछते हैं कि 10 सब्जेक्ट करना जरूरी है क्या, 12 सब्जेक्ट करना जरूरी है क्या। मेरा ऐसा बोलना है कि आप दो ही करो, पर उसको भी आप इतने अच्छे तरीके से करो, मल्टीपल रिविजन के साथ करो कि यू विल सेव योर टाइम व्हेन यू कम बैक इन इंडिया। सो आई फील रिविजन इज द मस्ट, giving GTs is a must. I personally, I gave through entire journey, I gave I think 7 to 8 GTs, और उसमें से भी इन द लास्ट मंथ आई गेव 4 to 5 GTs। और जीटीज सीरियसली दो, जीटी सिर्फ देनी है भाई ऐसा नहीं है, जीटी सीरियसली दो। मैं जीटीज एग्जामिनेशन के टाइम पे ही देती थी। द फर्स्ट 150 क्वेश्चंस आई यूज टू सिट बाय 9, एंड आई यूज टू डू इट बाय 11 or 12 o'clock, and then second GT, like for the next 150 marks, in the afternoon, 1:30 till 3 4, and then in the evening, when I used to feel a little tired, I used to review those questions। और हम हमारा ऐसा था कि हमारा पूरा ग्रुप हम एक ही लाइब्रेरी में थे, तो हम जीटी रिव्यू करते थे और डिस्कस करते थे। और हम एक दूसरे को गाली भी देते थे कि तूने इतना इजी क्वेश्चन, शर्म है तुझे, तूने इतना इजी क्वेश्चन कैसे गलत कर दिया। सो उसमें ऐसा होता था कि हम साथ में पढ़ भी लेते थे और इट नेवर फेल्ट अ बर्डन फॉर अस।
Okay. So moving on to our next question. What according to you should be the priority of the subjects when we take them for study? Like which subjects shall we start from, and what should be the sequence of the subject as per according to you?
Sorry, sorry. Okay. So for me, I think the major subjects would take the first priority. For me, it was OBGY. OBGY इसलिए because OBGY is scoring as well as OBGY is easier to revise. Then I would say surgery. For me, it was pedia, patho. I think that patho, OBGY, and opthal ENT. Those were my strong subjects. So I would place them on the top. Then I would say, I know it is a bit controversial, but I would also include pharma and microbiome in this list because those are the volatile subjects, but I feel the subjects are scoreable. I would also say biochemistry because biochemistry also gives a score, and then all the minor subjects like ortho, anesthesia, radio, derma. So those subjects also. And in the last, I would say PSM and medicine. PSM का I had studied it really nicely, but question पता नहीं कौन सी दुनिया से आए थे फाइनल एग्जाम में। तो पीएसएम मुझे करके भी मतलब कोई फायदा नहीं हुआ। ऐसा नहीं कि करो नहीं, छोड़ दो, करो, पर नॉट अ वेरी रिलायबल सब्जेक्ट। आई फील धोखेबाज सब्जेक्ट है राजीव सर के भाषा में अगर बोला जाए तो। So yeah, I think this was my this list.
But what I feel that complete your basic subjects first. Like before opting for major subjects like medicine and surgery, you should have been done through the anatomy and physiology of it because it helps in understanding medicine and surgery, and you won't forget the things. And try to complete the basic subjects. And also, I would like to suggest that when you are learning the smaller subjects, it's easy to revise. But when the major subject starts, you won't even get the time to revise the day's content itself. So have a habit to revise the content of the whole day in the end of the day, and focus on the high yield subjects like OBGY. As Mansi said, it's a scoring subject. You can get so many questions from OBGY, and also try to link up the subjects. Like you can study medicine, pharma, patho, physio together, तो आपके 3 4 सब्जेक्ट्स तो यहीं पे रिवाइज हो जाते हैं. So try to link up the subjects and focus on the high yield topics and high yield subjects. That's all.
Now we have come to the last and most compulsory question of every interview. So moving on to our last question, what advice would you like to give to our juniors?
Okay. So the advice which I would like to give to my juniors is पढ़ाई सब लोग करते हैं, but please stay close to your friends and your family because the situation is stressful when we come to India, and बहुत लोग डिप्रेशन में चले जाते हैं, बहुत लोग बहुत ज्यादा स्ट्रेस ले लेते हैं। सो यू डोंट हैव टू डू दैट बिकॉज बिना स्ट्रेस के भी आप पास हो सकते हो इजीली। Please take care of your health first and then the study and everything is secondary, because I have seen that most of the students, they don't take good sleep. They just sleep for 4 5 hours. So many students take amphetamines and other tablets to decrease sleep. I don't know why. हम बिना लेके 6 6 घंटे सो के भी पास ही हो गए ना. So it doesn't actually matter. So I think good food, good sleep, good mood, good friends, good environment, ये सब कुछ बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. आपको पढ़ाई के बारे में सब लोग बताएंगे, मेंटल हेल्थ के बारे में आई डोंट थिंक ज्यादा लोग मेंशन करते हैं, बट इट इज इम्पोर्टेंट. ऐसा ना हो कि डॉक्टर बनते बनते खुद पागल ही हो जाओ. कोई फायदा नहीं फिर डॉक्टर बन के. तो खुद की भी मतलब वो लो थोड़ा केयर. और आई थिंक कि काफी लोगों के मन में ये भी होता है कि यार आई हैव नॉट स्टडीड फॉर एंटायर 5 years, पता नहीं मुझसे होगा कि नहीं, मुझसे नहीं होगा, मैं नेक्स्ट अटेम्प्ट में देख लूंगा. आई हैव सीन सो मेनी ऑफ माई कलीग्स, सो मेनी ऑफ माई सीनियर्स हैव डन नथिंग, absolutely nothing in last 5 years, but they still have managed to pass the FMGE by doing it in 6 months. If they can do it, you can definitely do it. Do not give up on yourself. यही सोच के चलो कि यार जो भी हो, आई गिव माई 100%. पास हो जाओ, गुड फॉर मी. नहीं भी पास हूँ, एटलीस्ट आई गिव माई 100%. इट विल बेनिफिट यू इन योर नेक्स्ट अटेम्प्ट. सो ऐसा समझ के चलो कि यही अटेम्प्ट है, इसी में सब कुछ देना है. 6 महीने सब कुछ छोड़ दो. गणेश चतुर्थी, दिवाली, होली, दशहरा, वट एवर विल कम नेक्स्ट ईयर. दिस 6 months विल नॉट कम अगेन इन योर लाइफ. साथ में पढ़ो, मिल के पढ़ो. ग्रुप स्टडी इम्पैक्ट लाती है. जैसे मेरे को पीएसएम नहीं आता था, मेरे फ्रेंड ने मुझे पूरा पीएसएम पढ़ाया. वी हैड दैट बाटर सिस्टम. उसने मुझे पीएसएम पढ़ाया, मैंने उसको पैथो ऑफ्थाल पढ़ा दिया. ऐसा था. और आई ऑल्सो फील कि थोड़ा सा खुद की भी सेल्फ केयर करो, और आराम से हो जाएगा एफएमजी. डू नॉट. या. थैंक यू.
I would like to suggest the FMG aspirants and my juniors to stay consistent, रोज पढ़ना, stay focused, stay confident on what you are doing. Like the faculty you are learning from is the best. The place you are at is the best. Means if you have joined any coaching, and revise as many time as possible for you. और ना फ्रेंड्स, मतलब कुछ फ्रेंड्स ऐसे होते हैं जो आपको बिना बात को पुशअप कर देंगे. आई मीन वो लोग बोलेंगे हमारी 5 बार रिवीजन हो गई है, 10 बार रिवीजन हो गई है, बट आपकी 2 3 ही बार हो गई होगी. देन इट्स एब्सोल्युटली ओके. आपने जितने बार रिवाइज किया है, आपको पता है आपने कितना रिवाइज किया है, and वो आपको कितना याद है. तो डोंट बॉदर अबाउट सच थिंग्स. और ना नेगेटिविटी को थोड़ा इग्नोर ही करना. मतलब आपको पता चल जाता है 2 3 स्टार्टिंग के 2 3 मंथ्स में ही पता चल जाता है कि आपके रियल फ्रेंड्स कौन है और फेक फ्रेंड्स कौन है. फिर चाहे वो लोग कितना भी घुमा फिरा कर क्वेश्चन पूछे, कितनी भी डिफिकल्टी लेवल हाई कर ले, अगर कंसेप्ट क्लियर है तो यू विल बी एबल टू सॉल्व द क्वेश्चन, यू विल बी एबल टू टैकल द क्वेश्चन. जीटीज देना, जितनी ज्यादा दे पाओगे उतनी देना, बिकॉज जीटीज हेल्प्स अ लॉट टू सॉल्व द क्वेश्चन. एमसीक्यू भी बहुत मतलब सॉल्व करना, और जीटीज को सॉल्व करना मतलब जीटी होने के बाद एट द एंड ऑफ द डे उनको रिव्यू करना. एंड क्या होता है, अराइज में अक्टूबर तक तो सिलेबस पूरा खत्म हो जाता है. उसके बाद दे स्टार्ट टेकिंग रिविजन क्लासेस, और दे से दैट रैपिड रिविजन क्लासेस. Like Mansi said, we also had a QRP session with Priya and stuff. It helps a lot. Don't miss the sessions. Our friends suffered a lot during the period. We don't want you to suffer, because I have seen my friends suffering. So just take care of your health. Talk to your parents, your friends, those who means जिनसे आपको बात करके बेटर फील होता है उनसे बात करना. एंड डोंट टेक मच स्ट्रेस ऑफ द एग्जाम. यार इट्स राजीव से यूज टू से कि बस एग्जाम ही है, निकल जाएगी. आज नहीं निकलेगी, कल निकल जाएगी. डोंट टेक मच स्ट्रेस एंड अफेक्ट योर हेल्थ. बेस्ट ऑफ लक. इट्स इजी. आई नो यू कैन ऑल डू इट. थैंक यू.
Now I feel that positive aura around me also. Yeah. So thank you both for sharing your experiences and also for great advices that you have given now. And I really hope that this video will be helpful for all the juniors. And thanks a lot for sharing your personal experiences also of this journey and also about the Arise coaching. And I think this will really help the juniors to decide thoroughly and which platform to choose in their preparation. So yeah, thanks a lot and thank you so much for coming and joining with us today.
थैंक यू फॉर हैविंग अस, प्रणाली.
You are doing a
Thank you
really
so much.
great job. Keep it up. Thank you.
या.
Thank you. And also one more point for the viewers that we'll be trying to continue this series of asking the experiences of each institute, whichever will be possible. So for the viewers, please stay tuned. We'll be coming with the new videos soon. Thanks a lot.